My name is Michael Milnes. I'm a solicitor. I specialise in commercial law and particularly in the supply chain. So I work with clients in the supply chain, e-commerce, consumer goods sectors, and help them build fast, reliable, ethical supply chains.
So my name is David Breitling. I'm the Assistant Secretary of the Modern Slavery Human Trafficking Branch in Australian Border Force. One of my roles is to oversee the Modern Slavery Act Business Engagement Unit, which is a unit in my team, which I'll talk a little bit about in further detail during my presentation, but essentially is acts to assist reporting entities, including businesses, to understand their obligations under the Modern Slavery Act and to help provide guidance as they're navigating their way through the process of developing a modern slavery statement.
And good morning, everyone. I'm at Walk Free, which is part of Minderoo Foundation here in Perth. We are a global human rights organisation and we work towards ending modern slavery in all its forms. So my role at Walk Free is to lead our business engagement activities, which includes focusing on combating forced labour in supply chains.
I'm Michaeli from the ASEAN Australia Strategic Youth Partnership. We're a group of around 50 volunteers from across the Southeast Asia and Australia region, advocating for youth voices in tackling important policy issues. My role there, I am the digital events manager and also the project manager for an exciting program that we have coming up called the Australia-Indonesia Modern Slavery Youth Project.
Slavery Act is a fairly new requirement here in Australia, but of course it comes out of other initiatives and other obligations and attempts to tackle this problem. So we've got an international framework, and we've got the UN Guiding Principles, we've got the Sustainable Development Goals. So these international frameworks, international obligations on member states and requiring or requesting companies to respect human rights in their businesses and operations.
I guess there's often a misconception that modern slavery doesn't occur in Australia and doesn't exist here. And the statistics show that that's not the case. And last year, the Australian Institute of Criminology, in conjunction with law enforcement agencies and the Minderoo Foundation, did an estimate and estimated that between 2015 and 2017, there were up to 1,900 victims of modern slavery in Australia. So Australia's Modern Slavery Act aims to reduce modern slavery risks in supply chains of Australian goods and services by increasing supply chain transparency.
These numbers come from our Global Slavery Index. So we produce the most comprehensive estimates of prevalence of modern slavery on a country-by-country basis. We also produce that global number, the 40.3 million people around the world, in partnership with the International Labour Organization. So they're fairly well accepted numbers internationally. Tell us that this is important for their business. This actually helps improve productivity and quality control. They've said, where you've got problems with forced labour, you've probably also got a bit of corruption there. You've probably got problems with quality and retention of staff. So addressing this can also help to address other problems in your supply chain.
To help companies establish trust across their supply chains, need to understand how they can engage properly with their suppliers, how they can reach out to them, have a systematic framework which is affordable and within reach.
We are made up of a group of over 50 active volunteers from across Australia and Southeast Asia. So we're all dedicated to enhancing people-to-people links and collaboration on important policy issues across the region. And we're working with established organisations and institutions to become the leading organisation for promoting the partnership between ASEAN and Australian youth and raising the profile of regional relations and enhancing peace and prosperity. So the Australia-Indonesia Modern Slavery Youth Project is a project that is being run in partnership with the Ethical Trade Alliance to bring together young professionals, business people, faith leaders, social change makers to understand modern slavery in the region and to find innovative ways for businesses and governments to cooperate to address these challenges.